Ow! Oh! Smack the fuck out of my thumb. Disclaimer. 3, 2, 1. All right. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
What is going on?
Not
Nick.
much.
Mixing it up with Lalo.
Mixing it up with all. That should be a segment.
No, not again.
Why not, bro?
That shit hurt.
He was a bartender.
That shit was like a fucking Lysol shot.
Turn that camera. It got turned towards me. It's got to look at Lalo. There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There's the man,
That's
the myth,
better.
the legend himself.
I'm alive.
You made it with us. You made it to the show.
Drinking my disinfectants.
Trump said it, bro.
Yeah. 100 proof, see?
It's a Lysol for your mouth.
Yeah.
They're going to make Lysol jewels now.
Lysol
Oh my
jewels.
God.
Yeah.
You heard about that, Donald Trump?
He's got a stake in it, too. It's crazy.
I love it.
Does he?
No.
No wonder Clorox was selling out.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Couldn't get it anywhere. The kids were ahead. All right, round table. Lalo, start with you. Who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite person in hip hop this week?
It's kind of split. I got The Baby and NBA Youngboy. I didn't like the album at first, and then I started listening to it.
How many times have you listened to it?
I went through it once, and then I just kind of skipped around.
Is there a song you like best?
I can't.
You don't
remember.
even know the name.
I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's like the one right before. I think it's like I-10 Baby or something like that.
Is it the one with the phone call in the beginning?
No, that's the intro.
It's
No,
the blame it on baby.
who the fuck is calling me? No, the one with the baby. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But it's called.
Oh, you talking about NBA?
It's called
Youngboys
North Side, but it's called North Side.
North.
NAWF side. There we go.
Isn't that an Atlanta thing?
North.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's probably
I
just
heard
talking
what's
about.
his name? Vince Staples.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did say that.
North or
North side.
No,
North
North side. Something
side.
North. NORF.
I don't fucking know. Raw, who you got? Who's your favorite this week?
It's got to be Anuel.
That's
Unwell.
my guy.
Anuel.
That's my guy.
Yeah, he's you know the new song with Pump just came out.
You like that, huh?
It's fire.
What about the new song with Juice World? That was pretty
Fire
good too.
too.
I didn't hear that yet.
it
The
was-
brand new one?
Yeah, it
Oh,
has
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Russian. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Russian. Who's Russian? Is he a
Like
producer?
Like the producer. Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Shout out Russian. Producing.
He's getting pretty big now, right? I'm
Mhm.
just starting to hear his name.
Yeah, he's been putting out like a lot of like artists. He's been coming up like, what do they call it? Cameos, doing like in the video. He's putting his name
Yeah.
like as like
Oh,
an
yeah.
artist now.
A lot
Oh,
of,
really?
yeah,
well,
producers
kinda.
do that.
You know, like in the title of the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say featuring, though, does it?
No.
it's not
I
that
think it's
type.
actually just it says it's his song kind of.
Okay.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
It's like DJ Khaled.
Yeah, kind of like DJ Khaled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he makes
We the
like his
best.
own mixes and shit like that?
Well, he probably makes like the beats and stuff or whatever, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Does he have an album out? Like, you know how Khaled has albums?
Not yet. He probably will. I saw he had like a label or something.
Have you seen Khaled
Oh
without
my
any
God.
makeup or anything?
Oh
Come on,
my
man.
God, bro!
Jeez,
the quarantine.
man.
What is that? The
Is
quarantine
that,
challenge?
Is that Osama bin Laden's long
Oh
lost
my
brother? Let's
Bro.
be honest.
The touch-ups. Kevin Hart.
Oh no.
He looks so old now.
I know
His
it's
hair's
crazy.
gray, dog.
I didn't.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
didn't think.
They say don't meet your heroes.
No.
So who's your favorite artist, Joe?
You know, if it had to go by this week, you know, I'm not Spanish whatsoever, but I'm really into that Latin trap music, and you know, it's a toss-up between Bad Bunny and Anuel. You know, both love them dearly. You know, I listen to all sorts of Latin trap music, trying to understand, trying to learn Spanish right now. But when it comes down to modern hip hop here in the United States, you know, I go down to something that's real, kind of like Tupac. So I'm more of a J. Cole, waiting on Kendrick Lamar to come out with something.
Oh, my
hopefully
God. I'm waiting
soon.
for Kendrick, bro.
You know, I've seen some interviews with Kendrick Lamar, and you know, he's going through kind of like what I'm going through. It's a lot of going inside, understanding oneself. So I think we're gonna get something soon. But right now he's
To
really
Pimp a
learning
Butterfly
about
2?
himself.
No, I don't think
Nah.
so.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
Do
know
you
if
think he'll ever make something like that again?
no
'Cause-
artist will ever make the same music that you once fell in love with, and when you can embrace the change.
There's an exception.
What?
Da Baby makes the same song.
He had to switch. He had to
Makes
switch
the same song.
Oh.
He had to switch the beat though.
He switched the beat on us, though. Which kind of,
Oh my god.
And Blueface never found the beat.
No. Bro, but Kendrick Lamar, there was a snippet that came out on
Yeah, there
TikTok.
was.
It was some song where he was like talking about giving someone a fade, like fighting them. It was fire. It was a really good, I don't know, snippet. I was hype off of it. I thought this shit, if I was like, this was the album, he nailed it. Definitely.
I love that.
I'll see if I can pull it up sometime and show you guys.
When's J. Cole dropping something?
I think J. Cole's been pursuing his basketball a little bit more. I don't know if did you guys check out that little memoir he made towards basketball? It's like
No.
a 4 or 5 minute video. It probably came out, I would say 3 to 4 months ago. And as soon as it came out, one of the LeBron James said thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a young boy playing basketball, the dream of playing basketball. So kind of something like Kobe's little memoir that he did.
Oh,
that
yeah,
he
yeah, I
won an
saw that.
Oscar
I was-
for.
Mm-hmm.
That was his last piece of work that he did. I think that, obviously he's dibbling and dabbling here and there.
Yeah.
We really don't know one's agenda. But, he's going to continue to make music. I was talking to Raul earlier today. We were talking about how it's really true, that comment that's out there, that J. Cole is the Tim Duncan of rap. I mean, like if you really think about it, this guy, you really don't hear him ever on the radio. No one ever really truly giving him props. But, I mean, the guy, besides being a lyrical genius, he knows how to use his voice and inflection with a beautiful harmony maybe he learned in where he's from. But I would say probably within the next 6 months, especially during this coronavirus, I'm sure a bunch of artists are going to come out with stuff.
People are dropping stuff right now.
I
Yeah,
know.
the
Look at
A lot of
Anwell.
singles.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at Anwell. I mean, he's dropped 2 singles in the last
How are they
month.
shooting these videos?
3,
Is it not-
actually, 3. He did one with Carol G that's kicked off.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought you were gonna
I
say
remember.
Carol Baskin.
April
Carol
3rd.
Baskin.
I can't, fucking Carol Baskin.
Get your mind out the gutter, bro.
Next one.
Carol G, she's new. She's a female rapper, right?
She's been out for a while.
Nah, yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
She's
my
been out
fault.
for a
She's
while.
the
I'm
Nicki.
off.
She's twice as big as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
She
No cap.
is the Nicki Minaj
No cap.
of Latin America.
No cap.
yeah, she's pretty popular.
She's the best. I
No
mean,
cap.
for
No brim.
I fucked up.
No brim.
no brim. Yankee
Yankee
with brim. Yankee with brim. No. You see turtle without brim? It's like, what the fuck is it?
I haven't seen that.
But no cap. Carol
Oh
G.
my god.
What about you, bro?
my favorite rapper? I'm stuck on Kid Cudi, bro. I'm still on Kid Cudi.
Shout
that
out
Travis
Cudi.
Scott
New
Kid
album.
Cudi song was crazy.
Shout out.
It's
to
all
it
over
yet.
TikTok, bro.
Is it badass? Fire?
It's fire.
Oh,
It's
man.
fire.
That's going to be tonight. When we
Fuego,
go back to the
fuego.
casa, I'll listen to that.
Bro, please.
We
please.
will. We'll put it on.
He's like, one of the lines is like, cops at the door, locked up the house or something like that. And like on TikTok, it's people doing crazy shit. You remember that guy you showed me with the Call of Duty KD where he
Yeah.
switches it?
Oh,
They
yeah,
literally
yeah.
start doing that. And then it's like the SWAT team comes in and it's
Yeah.
like, Kid Cudi,
Yeah.
lock up the house.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so crazy. Yeah, I'm
Man.
on Kid Cudi, bro. I've been listening to his old stuff. I'm waiting. I heard that he's going to be doing an album soon. There's some TV show that he's producing, and he's going to make an album for it. So hopefully that's
Bro, a lot
good.
of rappers is jumping on TV.
Are they? Well, who?
Yeah,
who
like
have you
Lil.
seen?
You remember like Lil Dicky? He has this like show on
Yeah.
like FX
Yeah.
and shit.
Who else?
Childish Gambino did
Yeah,
this
Oh,
show.
of
yeah,
course,
the Atlanta,
yeah, you're right.
Atlanta. I think he got a Grammy for what's it called?
That shit was
Oscar.
good.
He got like
That was good, man.
Oscar, yeah.
I've watched it. Did you guys watch it?
I watched some of it.
No.
I watched like a couple
I enjoyed it.
episodes. It was pretty good though.
Yeah. It's a good story.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys talked about this last week. Probably came in between the whole mix, but it's been the anniversary of Tupac.
Oh my
This
god.
past when
Yo.
when Tupac
When he passed away.
Yeah. So I mean, right now,
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Man.
This is it this week?
Yeah.
was the other
They've
day?
been playing a bunch of documentaries all over the TV. So it was the anniversary of Tupac.
When wasn't Biggie just like after that, like was that like a couple months or a year?
I think Biggie was in '98. It was 2 years later, a
2
year and a
years
half
later.
later. Yeah, because it was in '96 when And what's crazy is Tupac. I don't know if you guys ever heard the story of Tupac, the day it happened, where he promised his sister that he was going to take his sister to Las Vegas for like a weekend getaway.
Yeah.
And she could bring a friend. He promised her.
Right.
And, he lived in L.A. at the time. They drove out there. And before they drove, he was like, I really don't want to go. I feel there's a bad energy.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
I really don't want to go. And, her being a woman, she wants to go to fucking Vegas. She wants to go fucking party up. I get it. And him being a little younger than me, I'd probably, shake it off too if I had that type of money. But he knew before it all happened, and he wrote about it in his music. What's crazy, there's still a vault of probably about 100 songs that still have not been released by Tupac.
I was just going to ask if anyone thought there was going to be more Tupac music, but then I thought, it probably already is there. Did they say that in documentaries of this music?
I think that they're probably not going to release it until maybe someone who holds the vault, the key, passes away or finally relinquishes it. Because honestly, we haven't heard anything in probably about 15 years,
Yeah.
like the last
music
song
was not so much harder, but harder to record back then.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
store than it is
Absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
So I wonder how much, like if there is music, how much could there possibly be?
Look at your fucking laptop. It has way more technology than their $100,000 mixer that they had back then.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
had that on
how much
that
could
laptop.
there be? Yeah, that's. I don't know.
And they made it all day, though. And
Yeah,
look at the artists of the
that's true.
70s. I know this is, hip hop and
Yeah.
everything and rap. But me, I was listening to music last night, 60s, 70s music. Didn't even have recorders. It was, okay, we're going to play the song from the beginning
Yeah,
to the end.
To the end.
And hopefully it sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go straight on tape the whole way through.
Yeah, they used to do it with like one fucking mic, one or two mics in the big ass room.
Yo, shout out the people, man.
Yeah, people
Shout
get
out
it done.
everybody.
People get it done.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter.
Isn't it kind of weird that there is no one really like talking about all this? Like I saw it was like a World Star post. It was like I don't know who it was. It was like a white comedian, and he was talking about like where's all the hip hop at, like the real, like the real stuff. Like who's really talking about all this fucking coronavirus and this actual struggle and shit? Nobody's fucking
Put out
talking
the real
about
song.
anything. Everybody's over here just brushing it off like,
Yeah.
oh, it's gonna pass by or like this and that. No one's really talking about it. And the post, the guy was like, if Tupac was here, like if a real
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
artist was here, they'd be
Mhm.
fucking talking about this shit. Like they'd
The
be
only
fucking
stuff you see is people making like kind of jokes about it. Like
yeah.
you had the baby music video. We were all just watching
Yeah, they're
that.
quarantined.
And he's like talking shit to the guy about, whatever.
The reporter and like
hand
spraying him.
sanitizing and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Do you know
kinda
who
weird.
said that?
I can't remember the guy. It was like a comedian. It was like Michael something.
Rappaport?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
He was like kind of pale and shit.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
was like, man,
Nah, I'm just
you need
kidding.
some sun or some lotion. I don't know.
No, but yeah, he,
Yeah, but he's got a point, bro.
he
Like,
does.
yeah.
Damn,
That's
you're right,
cool.
man. Wait, when will there ever be another artist like that? Could J. Cole? No, Kendrick. Maybe.
I think J. Cole's kind of in that lane-ish, sort of. Like he's like really deep and there's a lot of thought that goes into the music. It's not as
What
dark,
about, like,
I don't think at
artists,
all. But
underground, like
The problem is that artists that speak the truth and artists that really try to get a message out, such as a Tupac, a J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar's kind of a hybrid.
Mhm.
But the thing is are you willing to sell your soul or not? You know what I mean? When it comes to music, we live in a capitalistic country, and the problem with capitalism is it taints creativity. And so once someone gets the taste of money, I've heard of countless artists say, "Oh, the same thing. I create some of the music for the girls, or I create some of this type of sound because I have to."
Yeah.
Just to stay congruent. But J. Cole, the reason why I respect him is he stays true to himself and he doesn't give a flying fuck what anyone has to think about his music or who he pisses off. And the thing is, in today's world, all the platforms he can get out on, a lot of people kind of dim him down. You got to do your own investigative research with J. Cole. But they want to, you to listen to people who sell themselves. They don't want you to listen to the truth, is what I feel.
Yeah.
With rap today. And the underground, to get back to what you said, Raul, underground rap. Man, do you guys remember 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08 with all the fucking mixtapes, man. You were
Yeah,
on that shit,
Dat Piff.
waiting for that piff, waiting
My
for
Hot
that next
Mixtapes.
My
mixtape.
hot mixtapes.
Where is
Or
that,
Hot
man?
New.
I don't care about these rappers battle rapping with them. That doesn't prove anything. Where's that real authentic, hey, I'm going to outwork you. I'm going to produce music for free for the liberty of music.
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
We have
Well,
no
you
more
kind of
LimeWire.
got that on SoundCloud when SoundCloud was coming up, and you had all the SoundCloud
They
rappers. 'cause
branded them bad though. SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't the best, but they were still. They were only doing it for the music. You know, I'm sure
Yeah.
some of them were
Trying to
literally
do-
only doing it to like hit a lick on rap. But I mean, that was something.
You
there's
think it
something there.
started off like that then? Like they were just there for the music itself? Because SoundCloud wasn't
Well,
it
some
always
of
free?
them because like
Yeah.
I remember like X when he was on SoundCloud, he wasn't like crazy big. He just had a following because he was so like left or like not left, but he was like, you know, you couldn't really put him in a box. He was different.
Yeah.
Like, and then you like see him like break on the news and shit, and he got
RIP X,
popular. Yeah.
RIP Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had someone like Lil Peep, who Lil Peep. Is it fair to say he came up on SoundCloud?
Yeah, because he,
I mean-
he was like different like him. Yeah.
He was only doing music because he loved music.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing really else around. He was just starting to blow up. But if you watch the documentary, we talked about this in a past episode. He lived in the trap. Like he lived off of Skid Row purposefully.
Mhm.
He just made music constantly and did shows constantly. It was just all about music. It's not as thoughtful, you know. I guess it kind of is, but in a sense of like
Talked about his
when you think about
struggle.
Tupac and stuff like that. But
I wouldn't put it up there, yeah.
yeah, but it's someone who's just
You know,
doing
music-
it
No,
for
yeah,
music.
definitely.
You know, music is music, and it's just like any free form of art. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't like to draw because I'm not good at drawing. It's like maybe you are not seeing the beauty behind the art you can
Yeah.
create.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every artist is different. Some like doing that pop culture and
Yeah.
like doing that stuff and getting the crowd involved. And some people like to be real, tell a story,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and as viewers, as listeners, sometimes like I want to hear a story.
Right.
Or maybe if I'm going out to a club, I want to hear that poppy stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So every artist is different for any type of mood, and you know, thank God for all the technology we have today and how blessed we are with all the different variety of music we can listen to on demand.
I know, right?
On demand.
On demand, at any moment.
I have access to 100 million songs from a touch of a button on my cell phone. I mean, are we for real?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
do we
back,
remember?
Back we came back from downloading mixtapes online for free
Yeah.
and running out of room and
Who had the most memory in their MP3?
Yeah.
Fucking 8 gigs,
Oh, yeah.
32
I got
gigs.
the 64 gig. Suck my
Yeah,
dick.
buddy. I got all
That's
the
why we were
albums.
on Dat
That's-
Piff and stuff like that because we had to
LimeWire.
actually go online and
iPod
download
Touch.
Yep. I
Fucking
remember the
iPod.
little fucking shuffle with my
Oh,
shuffle
yeah.
I put on the side
No
right
screen.
here. I'm like, don't worry about it, dog. It's all good. I don't gotta worry about nothing.
You
I
thought
used
the
to have one of
buttons-
those. It was scratched. It was
Yep,
dented.
it was dented, scratched.
Probably went through the
destroyed.
washing machine.
And
I
all
don't
it
know.
was a thumb drive with an Apple product name on it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's only $6,000. Here you go.
Jesus.
My dog. Who's the real finessers, right?
Bro, it's
Seriously.
Hey, but do you think even if J. Cole or like any of like those big artists did try to relate to like what's happening now, like it would even be kind of like close? Because they got money. They're just like donating. They're just sitting in like their nice big house. Like, can they really relate? Like, think about it. Think about how many people don't have jobs or money right now and shit.
True.
Like,
I get it, because back when Tupac was making money, and you know, it wasn't like he could just hop in the booth at any moment and just like say, oh yeah, let's do like a quick track real quick, and then in 30 minutes like have something uploaded and get like, and then another 30 minutes like millions of views, equaling more job opportunity, more money. And like he had to like go in the booth, they had to do all that, you know, old school equipment, and then wait for that to even hit a record studio, radio, whatever, sales. They had to wait like probably like 6 months before they even made a dime. I'm just
Always.
guessing. I'm not like, don't quote me.
No. You have a lot to say right there. You know, back then, to release music, it had to be tactful. You
Mhm.
know, and today with all the like YouTube,
Yeah.
Twitch, freaking TikTok, Snapchat, you know, et cetera,
Fortnite.
et cetera. Fortnite, fucking Carol Baskins.
Yeah.
fucking Carol Baskins.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sure.
Free the tiger.
Well, let's talk about this a little bit. So Travis Scott did an event on Fortnite, this astronomical event where there's 5 or 6 shows in the game. So if you go online and join in, you can go to a certain part of the island, Fortnite. There's a stage, and if you are waiting and the show starts, Travis Scott shows up, and he's huge, and fireworks, lights,
Shit.
everything go
On a
off.
video game?
In the video game.
In the
Astro
video
Fuck
game.
with
In
it.
the video
It was
game.
pretty trippy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Dude.
There was one today at 6 o'clock.
Again?
Yeah.
This is the last one.
I don't know whether to embrace technology with, where video games are going and how we're going to be connecting into them with, that's crazy. You're telling me a live concert from a guy's house hologram into a video
Well,
game.
it's not a
Oh, it's not live?
in a sense where you have to play the game at a
Game.
certain time,
Okay.
but it's animated into the game.
That's insane.
Like the whole
Mhm.
map,
How
like
the
the
Everything
hell?
changes.
the access, like everything.
Everything
The-
changes. So
the
one of the
whole-
shows was underwater,
God.
and there was a giant guy with a helmet
Like
on.
a giant
and-
it was like a giant astronaut, or like the next part you're like fucking flying through space or some shit, and
Yep.
Yeah.
then
Yep.
he like pops up and he's like
Did you catch it?
performing.
That
I didn't
is-
see any of it in the
Oh,
game. I missed
man.
every single one.
I seen it on YouTube, like clips of it. It's pretty fucking good.
It's
That's
insane.
crazy.
Plus,
It is.
think about this. The way music was distributed back then, think about right now. You can go onto a video game to watch a live performance. You can buy Travis Scott characters. His Travis Scott character has Jordans on. His Jordans. It's all of that shit. Then you get different things to like drop in with all different characters, a pickaxe. Like if you know anything about Fortnite, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just crazy. It's like he didn't even have to sell an album this year.
No.
There was
How much was the skins?
12.8 million people playing at the same exact time. It was the highest record of players on
What?
one game at once.
How
the
did
fuck
they
it
have
handled
the
all that? It's
servers to
crazy.
handle that?
It's Fortnite.
It's
Bro.
Fortnite. It's a free game.
Yeah, but
The animation, the graphics aren't like realistic.
I
They're
know.
characters.
It's kind of cartoony, but it's
Yeah.
good.
But still, like, think about it. I was telling Raul before we got in here today. I follow a guy from podcast. He does podcasts, live streams with very controversial people such as Dr. Joe Dispenza, David Icke, and some others. Joe Rogan. It cost $100,000 to live stream 1 million people to view your content. $100,000. Think about that. And you guys are telling me, what was it?
12.8 million.
12.8 million people were on a video game with that much power going on and that much Wi-Fi connection. How much do you think that cost?
They've got so much money, man.
I know. And you know what's pathetic? I'm a gamer. I have never played Fortnite. I've watched people on YouTube.
It's kinda
play
weird
it, kids
at first.
play it.
I didn't like it at all when I first started playing.
It's
and
kind
now
of
I'm
different
addicted.
at first. Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
It's like
I
third.
like hearing about it, but
it's
I don't
like-
play it.
yeah.
I like hearing about it.
It's like third person, kind of like think about like Gears of War,
Mm-hmm.
but then you add in the aspect of being able to build stuff.
Gotcha. Kind of like, what's that, RuneScape or...
Like
Something
if
like
you
that.
ever played like
No.
Halo, like the Forge part, you can put up walls and shit.
Yeah.
Like
You could do that,
That-
real time while you're playing.
real
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
like
that's
say
crazy.
someone's shooting at you, you build a fucking wall.
Yeah, I saw those videos and it doesn't even look like the shooting's real. And I'm like,
No, it's
the
not
hell is
realistic.
going
It's
on?
not realistic.
yeah, what the hell is going on?
No,
It's
no.
kind of
It's not Call of Duty Warzone
No.
by any stretch of the imagination.
You know, video games today give me a lot of anxiety because you have to make all these like fast decisions or you
Really
die.
fast.
Like you die. And it's like, what happened to like me being able to play an hour and 15 minutes and feel accomplished for playing now? I fucking pissed off. Like I want
It's the fast
I
life,
play
bro.
for an hour and 15 minutes and I'm like, dude, why am I so angry?
I
It's
play
a
on my
fast life.
phone and I have
It's true.
I
That's
play it
true.
on my phone and it has like auto like aim. It's like an aim bot kind of.
Shout out the auto assist.
Bro, he's cheating the whole time.
I'm,
with aimbot.
I'm what they call a bot. So like as soon as my sight
you fucked up.
as soon as my sight goes on you and it goes red, it's shooting. And you can be far as fuck and it just does it.
That's fucked up.
It's the worst.
But you could it's like
I mean,
you
it's
could,
good to have on your team.
yeah, you could play like someone that's on their computer and they're like, yeah, I can build shit and then I fucking beam them. And then it's like, well, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, I really think the video games today are just way too sophisticated. Like, if you're going to put that much time into learning how to play that video game, learn its structure, its story, and all of that, why not go learn a language? Why not go pick up
It's
a
damn
book?
near. It's damn near a language. They
You
It's
probably get
insane.
paid more.
They
Mhm.
they
can
build
get
like
paid.
say you're like fighting someone, you're shooting them, and they'll build shit, and you can't even see anything. You'll see just the fucking wall, and they're
Not
like
even just
already,
a wall.
Yeah.
They'll build like structures.
You'll be like
multiple
you'll be
structures.
like 5 fucking stories up, and you don't even know where the fuck they are. They're just like somewhere running above you.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's 3D.
it's weird. Yeah, it's 3D.
It's 2D, 3D.
That
Stay
shit,
tuned.
that shit's damn near the fucking 4D. It's probably gonna get there.
4D.
If they do VR for it.
Yeah, if they
Right?
do like some VR
actually,
shit,
They have. People have played Fortnite VR.
that'd be
Oh, really?
kind of
I don't know.
crazy.
It's not like you have.
Wow,
people
Not like
have to know how to.
real VR?
No, it is. You just have to know how to.
Fucking break
set
your
up the
neck and
controllers.
shit.
All
just gotta
those
know how to set it
decisions
up.
to make, man. VR. Just think about that, man. 5 years from now, where we're gonna be with VR. Have you guys ever done VR?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played it a few times.
I've done it, and it freaked me the fuck out.
Really?
It just freaked me out in the sense that it's like, wow, if the technology is here now.
It reminded me like when I watched a 3D movie back when I was little, and like
Yeah, remember a 3D movie?
Yeah.
With the-
I don't know, but I went to
Jackass
Universal.
3D.
I went to Universal Studios, and they had this interactive 3D movie where you sat there and you like, because I was a little kid, of course I'm gonna
I've
believe
been
it.
to that.
But you know, there's like the sound. They had speakers next to you. They had like when there was like water in the scene, you would get hit with like a mist of water, squirt.
Yeah.
You know, like your chair
That's
would
even
rumble.
further into it though. Like
Yeah.
when you get just an Oculus Rift, you don't have those things unless you
No,
build a
it's all
crazy
visual,
setup.
of course.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, you know, interacting with some other form of senses has been out there for a while too. You know, it's not like it's super new. It's just a new platform they put it on.
Absolutely.
You know,
I could see how it would freak you out in a sense because I have an addictive personality when it comes
Yes,
to like
I do.
doing
Me
one
too.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So if it's like a video game, I'll play it until I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
Animal
For
Crossing.
days on it. Animal Crossing, Fortnite, like just things like that. So
Really?
I've played VR stuff and I've
Yeah.
been like, oh shit! If I were to own one of these, I
That's-
might not leave my house.
You know, that was my whole life. I've been always into Japanese tactile turn-based RPGs, and you know, I've always wanted to get into World of Warcraft or those mass MMO RPGs. And the problem
Yeah.
with me is just like you, Dylan. I have an addictive personality. I would have no life, you know, if I really got into it because that's all I want to do. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll stay up to 3 a.m, pick up my controller at 11:30, and I'm like, holy shit, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I just played
Yeah.
5 online games,
Yep.
NBA, and I can't stop playing. The only reason why I'm stopped is because I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
were just doing that yesterday.
Yeah.
We had absolutely nothing to do, so we brought the Xbox and the PlayStation over and just
There
went
you
ham
go.
for so
Next
long.
thing you know, it's
Jesus.
1 in the morning.
We
We're just
started at
what?
like 3 or what was it 4?
It was ridiculous.
We
whatever
left at like
time.
2 in the morning. One more game, boys.
right.
Wow.
We,
Yeah,
need to get we gotta leave on a W. We can't.
I
We
should've-
left on a loss though, didn't we?
Now you guys are playing that new. I mean, I have the new Call of Duty game, and I played probably like a day and a half of content before this new Warzone came out.
Mhm.
Well, I try to do that tactile, all the training. I'm out on that shit. Like, give me to the game.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Like,
No,
what
that's
the
bullshit.
fuck, man?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
give me to the game.
It does it. It does it. You can't skip it. It's stupid.
That's
It's
so
so
stupid.
gay.
Yeah.
Excuse my language. I'm gay, but you
Yeah.
know.
It's
Annoying.
just something
Annoying.
that I mean, it kind of helped me. It helped me a little bit because I had no idea what. I don't even play Call of Duty that much, so I already forgot the controllers. So when I hopped back on it, I was like, "What is what?" So you know, it was good for
Yeah,
me.
if you were like brand new, I guess. All right, guys. Tom Brady signs to the Bucks and brings Gronkowski.
I fucking told you, bro. I fucking told you.
Oh my God! Wow.
I told you.
Are we getting more?
Close up. I told you.
Who's gonna do the halftime show for when we are at the Super Bowl? It's got to be somebody from Florida.
Kodak.
Kodak's
Bro,
he's
if
not gonna be
Kodak,
out of jail by then.
they bring him from jail.
He's not even in Florida.
Exactly.
He's in like Nebraska or
He's
something,
in,
right?
he's in
Kansas?
Connecticut. Kentucky.
Kentucky.
He's coming to Florida for the Super Bowl.
Who would they have? Who would they have? Who would they have? Who would they have in Florida? In Florida. In Florida.
If it's gonna be in
Florida.
Florida again, it's gonna be Latin trap, like how Bad Bunny made a guest
Bad Bunny?
appearance. You know
Okay.
what's crazy?
6ix9ine.
I called Bad Bunny to play. I swear to God.
For
You did?
halftime?
Yes, I swear to God.
Ooh.
I told my girl, I said, you know what's crazy? They're in Miami right now. How much money do you want to bet Bad Bunny's gonna come up on stage? And he just showed up.
Ooh.
It was nuts.
Ooh.
It was nuts.
No,
yeah.
it's for-
And J
Dominus.
Balvin, yeah.
I mean, you're in Miami, you have to.
J
You
Lo,
know, it just-
Shakira.
Yeah, it just goes.
They can't do that again though. All right,
What do you mean
Camila
they can't?
Cabello
Ooh,
for sure,
ooh,
for sure, bro.
No.
ooh.
For sure.
No.
Put the house on it.
Documented.
No.
Put the house on it.
Putting the house on it.
Nope.
Camila Cabello.
Nope. Nope.
He won't let you have it. Who you got?
It's got to be like someone Tom Brady level.
Damn.
Jay-Z comes on himself.
It might be Jay-Z.
You know, with this whole coronavirus thing, there's an unlimited amount of possibilities. You probably have some people, Drake, who's a genius, who's putting some content away and just are going to purposely ploy their music out where you know set
It might be
themselves
Drake.
up. Yeah,
It might be Drake. It might be Drake.
It might be
It might
Drake,
be
man.
Hey, no, it's gonna be El Drake.
El Draco.
El Drake.
El
You
Drake.
can't mess with the guy for real.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Are we going to the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Just like I was telling you guys earlier, with a 13th pick of the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, the Bucs selected Iowa offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs, who's 6'5",
What?
320 pounds.
Dog.
Now,
He's
he
huge.
was the 2019 Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the
320.
Year, and he's
Moving at
stunningly
what?
athletic.
15 miles an hour.
They just picked that up, man, and they're going to pick up some other pieces on the offseason to protect
We're going
Brady.
to
Got
the Super
Gronk.
Bowl.
I really feel like maybe we might make a swing for Odell Beckham or even possibly Antonio Brown.
Bro, if we got Odell, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd
I
be
don't see it.
illegal.
Why
I
wouldn't
don't
you
see
see?
it.
Did you know Odell Beckham said that in his career he would love to play for Tom Brady?
Oh, my
he
God.
said that. He said that. Look at 2020. Brady did big things. Why
I got
not?
it. We trade Winston
Yes.
for Beckham.
Do it. Do it. Hey,
Do it.
do
Just
it.
do it.
Hey, do it.
Oh my god. I mean, can you name a player who doesn't want to play with Tom Brady?
No.
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 Exactly.
I actually
mean,
saw a thing. It was
go.
like one of the picks.
His backup quarterback.
Oh, I know. Isn't that crazy? This guy is 43 years old, and you got one of the most athletic people in the world riding bench to him.
Yes.
Shit.
I mean, it's insane how much more talented Jameis Winston is than Brady, but how impactful Brady is. And look at us. We're diehard Brady fans, and he's not even played a game yet.
No.
About to go play in Madden.
We're
though.
getting the
I know,
bobblehead.
the
Yeah,
best
go
round
settle.
in Madden.
Settle
Okay,
some
the jersey.
scores.
Bro, I've been a Brady
Bumper
fan. I'm from
stickers.
Massachusetts. My whole family
you're
is from
from Mass?
Massachusetts. Yeah, so I'm a super fan of the Patriots because of
No
this.
shit.
But now I gotta switch up on
It's
them.
Florida
And my
life.
family's not gonna forgive me, but
It's
you
Florida
gotta do what
life
you gotta
now.
do, right?
Hey,
It's Florida
The
life.
crying-
you were
over.
really a Brady fan this entire time.
I've been a Brady fan the entire
You've
time.
been a Brady fan.
I
That's
like
just admit it.
Edelman. I've loved Gronk, but now Brady and Gronk. I mean,
He
you
always
can't-
picked him when we were playing Madden.
You know,
Always.
You know what's really funny is Gronk. I used to serve his father at Russell Steak Chops and More when I used to work in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Gronkowski is from Buffalo. His entire family is. So it's really funny. I used to see his dad's a big, giant guy, very nice,
He's fucking
tips
huge.
very well. And, you know, the family, his dad owns a GNC chain. You know, so Gronk
wow.
came from money. So the reason why obviously you got the genetics there, but you also had the foundation to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To go work out, to
Right.
have the means to do what you need to do. And Gronkowski, unlike any tight end I've ever seen, I've never seen a man that size catch a ball like that,
Woo.
move like that. Come on.
Interceptions.
It's crazy because
He
I
You got
saw-
a
saw
year off. What, 2 years or a year?
two. I
Two?
believe.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine, man?
Well, when he retired, I swear I heard him say or saw something where he was saying that he really didn't want to play anymore. He just didn't
Yeah.
like the game anymore.
Yeah.
He must love Brady. If Brady's the
Oh,
one who
yeah.
convinced him to come
Oh, yeah,
over, I
absolutely.
mean, that must be like his brother.
Brady
Really, though.
Brady had
Yeah.
the call. He had the phone. He just said, we got to do this.
He said, if I'm going to
He said-
Florida, you're
he
coming
said-
with me.
He said slide.
Slide.
He said, we're going to retire here.
He said it's 83 degrees and with a slight breeze every day. Why aren't
Corona
you here
can't
yet?
survive here.
Yeah, Corona can't survive here. What are you doing? Where are you
Fuck
at?
the pigskin. We're throwing
How come I didn't
alligator
come
skin.
here 10 years ago?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
my God.
Did you
we're
see
living
where he
crazy.
moved to? He took Derek Jeter's old mansion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, people were going to his house
On the
and-
boats.
on the boats, and he's irate
Yeah, he was
because
mad.
he's literally pissed.
I would be too.
It goes deeper
I would
than
be
just
too.
him saying, "Oh, I'm mad." No, because he doesn't think about it. Who wants to have people staring at you? Old man?
Nobody.
But I mean, that's like a thing in Florida.
Yeah.
There's cruises that go out and show you the mansions. I remember when I was a kid, I went on these things.
They do.
So I mean, he probably just wasn't familiar that this was going to happen. Somebody from here should have.
He's the
told
main
him this.
attraction now.
But yeah, I mean, you're gonna see posters of him up everywhere. He's gonna be on every street light. Like,
The Tampa map is like Busch Gardens.
Tampa Brady.
With
Tom Brady's house.
With Brady's face. Yeah.
It's Tampa Brady.
Yeah,
now.
it's Tampa Brady. It definitely is Tampa Brady.
I thought it was what was it? Tampa Brady?
Fair
Yeah.
Fair
Is it
use,
Tampa
copyright.
Yeah,
Tampa
Tampa
Brady?
Brady.
It's like Tom Brady.
Tampa
Oh,
Brady.
I don't know that.
Tampa Brady.
Bay Brady or some shit like that. I don't know.
Bay
Wow.
Brady.
Beatty. Tom Beatty.
Jesus.
it's
Copyright
crazy.
pending.
Yes.
Big news. Kim Jong-Un reportedly dead or in
Who's
a
playing the
vegetative
funeral?
Wow.
I know Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman,
Dennis
my
Rodman
guy,
is gonna
my
be-
guy.
We need
And
to send him.
he's gonna dress up just like he did in his 90s.
Yo, yo.
Oh.
You think he'll
No.
cut his fro into like his hairstyle?
I don't even know. what
In the
that guy-
Kim's hairstyle?
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. That's gonna be a.
You know, it's just crazy. This guy's 36 years old. Think about it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's
He's
it.
young. He's young.
36.
He's young?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
died at
Fuck.
36. The reason why he died, I mean, look at it. You just look at him, you're like, Jesus, man.
Be a Fortnite character.
Like,
Oh my god.
like, yeah. He had a very unhealthy lifestyle. He had
Yeah, I saw
type
he
1
was-
diabetes. He had a lot of different types of diseases, and you know, if he is in a vegetative state, they're not going to show their people in North Korea
No,
that he's
no.
in
Yeah.
they're going to kill him.
What I wonder is
euthanasia.
who's going to come into power next, because they're like a nuclear
God.
country.
What you saying,
Like,
his
they're
sister?
someone you want to be worried about. They
We
were talking
go
on the
in.
news today, and they were saying like, "Why do we even care about
We
this
go
when
in.
coronavirus
China.
is going on?" I'm
South
like, bro,
Korea
Are you
needs to
crazy?
The
go
bomb
in.
can kill you now.
South Korea needs to go in and save their people. Is what
Yeah.
needs to happen. Not trying to sound political or anything, but
Okay. I
this,
hear that.
this 38th parallel that's been existed since 1950 needs to go away. And
Yeah.
South Korea, with all the resources from the United States,
Oh yeah.
with the help of the United States, need to take back that country, get rid of the enslavement of these poor people, and restore that beautiful land. Because let me tell you, you want to talk about the eighth wonder of the world, North Korea holds some of the most beautiful land. And it's a shame because, you know, we're unfortunately not allowed, obviously, to go there.
yeah. Or I think if you can
But
on
you
like
have to
really
go
strict
through.
restrictions.
Do you think you
my
Yeah.
God.
Do you think you can save the people though?
Yes,
Because-
absolutely.
Well, what I think
Their
is
leader
that
is
if
dead.
they do it, you're talking about starting a real war. If you were to
Yes.
go
You
in,
Yeah.
do it
Because
through
there's
It
gotta
would
be
be a
people who don't
fast
want
swipe.
that.
It'd be a fast swipe. There's
Yeah.
nobody in power right now that anyone's going to recognize. You still got to convince your people that you've had a dictatorship, that your leader is now dead, and we need to decide who's going to be the next leader.
well,
This
what
is
I
the
understand
perfect
is
time to
that they're
swoop in.
talking about his sister, and that's
No.
a weird thing for that
They
country
ain't gonna
to
do
have a
that.
woman go into power. But
I
she's
love
the
that,
direct
but they're
person.
not going to do that.
She's the direct person, or I guess he's got an uncle who was exiled for 30 years or something like that. But they don't have
They're
the
really
problem that they don't have.
They're
Is,
reaching out.
hey man,
An
Hey,
uncle in San Francisco, and he's
Yeah.
kind of gay.
but
and-
they don't have like a turn of power. There's nothing written down that we know of.
CIA
says
is
who
already
goes
in there,
next.
man. I'm telling you, the doctors from China probably are CIA officials. CIA is going to swoop in there. They're going to gear that up. South Korea needs to save their people. It's just the beginning, man. This whole 2020, what an awakening for all of us.
You think so though? Because like, come on, like
Yeah, absolutely.
you think China's really gonna give up all that land and stuff?
That's
all
not-
that. This. I mean, North Korea is like communist and stuff. You think they're gonna give up like?
It's
they're
dictatorship.
yeah, like you think
Pure.
they're out here building islands in the middle of their ocean to gain more land. Do you think they're really gonna give up that land? That, like, those natural resources?
It's been going on for 70 years, and you know, it's time to get rid of that in the world. You shouldn't live in that type of. We shouldn't allow a country to harm their people like that.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
I mean, not just them. Look at all the like Latin America. Look at Venezuela. Look at Ecuador.
know,
Look
I
at Panama. Look at all these countries that
I
just
know.
have people dead on the streets or riots.
All
and-
those third world countries are pretty much like puppets to the United States. They're experiments. They're like, okay, we're gonna put this
Oh.
person into power and see how this test goes. And if it goes this way, great. If it doesn't, we'll just use it
Who-
against them and take them out. And then
Who's
go on
that
to the
rapper?
next.
What's his name? Fuck, I forget. he rapped about all this though. Like all this we're talking about, he used to rap about, and he was huge in like the
KRS-One.
No, he was he made that one song everybody listened to, even though
Oh, you're fucking talking about
You're talking about Jordan Lucas?
Immoral Technique. man.
Immoral
Oh.
Technique. Yeah.
What is it? Did he quit?
No, I think he just. I think he just kind of.
Because like who?
living.
Probably
Like
just-
we were just talking about like Tupac being the voice of a struggle back then.
Oh, I love
Who
Tupac,
can-
my
who, like-
savior.
Immortal Technique was pretty hard. Yeah.
Who's
the Dance
gonna
with
do
the
it for
Devil
this?
or whatever.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. With the way technology is going, look
Yeah.
at how YouTube is censoring people, freedom of speech. Look how all your major networks, such as Facebook, if you have certain content or say keywords,
The hackers.
they'll like
Block you.
a lot of people won't
Yeah.
see what you posted.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
it's going to
Yeah.
get harder for people to really get out what they want to get out to
Mhm.
a mass amount of people to awaken them. But you know what? With this coronavirus thing, I feel like people are starting to wake up a little bit more. Because think about it. I learned more about my girlfriend this last month, these
Right,
last
right.
30 days, than I did in the past
No more
almost 4
distractions.
years. And, you know, think of some people hate the people they're with. You know, think about that in coronavirus.
Crazy.
People are meeting their spouses for the first time
Fuck.
in 20 years, and they're like, "Holy shit, I don't like this
How
person."
long you been living here?
Yeah.
Jada's like,
how holy
Jada's like,
shit.
I've had enough.
Yes,
we need to go back to work.
I like think about kids. They're like, "Holy shit, this is my dad." What the fuck? I look up to
fuck?
this.
He's a
fuck?
loser.
The fuck's my dad?
There's a lot of fucking learning going on
The
during
fuck's
this.
dad
thing.
on TikTok over
I
there?
know, I know, TikTok.
Dad, get off Fortnite.
Bro, everybody's on Fortnite.
You know what's really funny with these social media now, if you think about it? Like you go on Instagram and you follow like certain girls like with big butts or big tits
Yep.
or you
Sign
know
me up.
things
Sign
that
me
yeah,
up.
I know, sign me up, right? But like think about a kid. You go on your dad's phone and hey dad, can't I use your phone? He hits your Instagram, just tits and ass, and you're like, Dad, why are you looking at that?
Here's what I'm gonna do. Hey son, she's a baddie. Check this out.
Like just what a different world we live in today, you
Just
know?
don't buy the OnlyFans. Fucking
Save your
idiot.
money. Here's this website.
Fucking
Blah, blah, blah.
I really feel like every day there's something new coming out, and I'm trying to stay with it, man. But holy shit, this like the TikTok thing.
Hey man, you
I
know,
thought I
Oh
was
my God.
groovy and doing good with Snapchat. I thought I was on top of it. Now, like TikTok, they're like, Snapchat, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
no, it's
TikTok.
just like, you know, do what you want to do. Like these things aren't meant to be something that you hold on to forever.
Yeah.
It's like enjoy it while you can. When
It's
it
kind
gets
of like
bored, get rid
Snapchat,
of
you
it.
know?
There's something
You
else
see it
around
and
the
then it
corner for you.
deletes.
yeah. I love
But if you
Snapchat the most.
if you do try to stay on time with it, that's like a full-time job.
It
because
is.
like that's what people have made it to be, a full-time job.
Yep.
If you're gonna be on social media, then you're gonna be there for a while.
YouTuber, all of that
Yeah.
stuff. Like me, and my best friend in the world. Like when he gets back from Massachusetts this week, hopefully, we're supposed to.
Have a safe trip.
Yeah, I know. Have a safe trip. If you know, we're supposed to start our own podcast. That's why I'm here today. You know,
Mm-hmm.
learning here. Got a microphone in front of my face for the first time. Love the equipment. Love the setup. The guys. You know,
Hello.
it's good to talk, and you know, it's transforming thought. You
Mhm.
know, talking about issues that are going on right now. Look at like Dylan just put in Kim Jong-Un. A lot of people don't even know that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
that
that.
is kind of breaking.
Bro.
It's huge, and
Cool.
right now
Yeah,
we're
that's huge.
talking about it. You know, and I'm sure 5 other million people are
Dog.
talking about it, and this consciousness is going out.
So when things blow over, hopefully they do with North Korea and in the world.
With
Are we-
everything.
Are like we've been, let's say they've been exposed to only themselves, and we've been exposed to only ourselves. Like think about all the things that are gonna change now. Like who is gonna be like the new inventor of some new technology or some new sound or some new art or some new political movement after these people get liberated?
I want to be honest with you, man. With all this technology and your cell phones that listen to everything you say, I mean, they're taking our ideas, and the people who have money, you know, use those ideas with the brains that they have to create what you want to create.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest problem today, but you know what's great? What you guys are doing right now with this podcast, Mix One Essentials, I mean, you're getting your voice out there. Think about this. 20 years you couldn't do this.
No.
You know how much money it would cost you to do this? I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could do it, but it would cost you hundreds of
Damn
thousands
near
of
like a
dollars.
radio station.
I just remember too, and that's why I think J. Cole can almost not relate, but can relate if he wanted to the struggle of how Tupac had a struggle to put out music. So the struggle was real for everybody.
What Tupac did, man,
Whew.
a lot of people won't ever give praise to. I mean, they love Tupac, obviously, because it was Tupac's Tupac, but man, God, people don't get at that time for him to say what he said.
Yeah.
during
It was
that
kind of
time.
crazy.
It's crazy,
and it's
man.
still
You
really.
really look at it, is the most controversial thing on the face of this earth. I mean, the CIA was looking after
Yeah.
this guy.
It's crazy.
You have the CIA looking at your own citizen of the United States just because of the music he was pointing out.
It's crazy.
You know,
It's-
if you listen to Tupac, he talks about the feds coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Not
They
because of
were.
drugs,
No.
not because of money, because of what he was saying.
Yeah.
And look at what it paved down for rappers today. Look at Ja Rule, an imitation thug who wanted to be Tupac.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be Tupac, but people where they took disrespect from it was it's like, dude, you're not a thug. You know, you're not that guy.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh God, you know he's out on bail.
No, he's not out on bail.
Not
It's
out on
because
bail.
of the
it's for
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
He got like an early release. He was
6ix9ine.
What the fuck
already.
is that?
He talks about the feds. The feds got him. It's like
My two
straight
biggest
to the
fears in life, God and the feds.
You know, if they don't want you to say something, man, the thing is, you're not going to be able to say it.
You saw Anuel followed him on Instagram?
Yeah.
We got the album on the way.
Album on the way.
I
Album on the
know.
way.
They're going to create some controversial music.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
Hey, Lalo, I'm telling you, you're onto something.
Yeah.
You're
I
onto
fucking
something.
call it just like I did
Calling
with
it.
Gronk.
Ah, you did call it.
Oh, wow. Look at Nostradamus over
I
here.
fucking call. I've called so much shit.
It's crazy.
I called the
used to
face
always-
mask. I called the face mask a fucking month before. I said, bro, we need to make these face masks. You didn't make them.
Bro, Lalo has told me stuff, and I've always like, that's stupid. That's not gonna work. That's
And
stupid.
then it
Then he
happens.
says like the face mask. I'm like, oh my God.
So you
Like,
need to start
a month
listening
late
in this, man.
and shit like that. Ever since then, I'm like, all right.
You know
I'm gonna
what?
take
You're
you have to
right.
say.
You're right, motherfucker. We're going to do that.
I gotta give you that extra chance. I'm just the person I am. I'm quick to say like, fuck that. And shit
Yeah,
like
fuck it.
Now, you know, I don't know how controversial it is, but like, God, like, what are you guys doing during the coronavirus? Do you think it's real? Have you seen it? Do you know anybody who's been affected that you know?
Oh, that shit is real. That shit has killed a lot of fucking people. I think it was like up to like, what was it, 50,000?
Mm-hmm.
50,000 people. That shit is real.
Yeah, but did you
I think
know?
you got to be careful about like if you're gonna call it a hoax, you kind of have to call it what it is.
Nah.
Did call it a hoax?
Coronavirus is a virus. It's just like
Yes,
how a flu is a
100%.
virus.
Yeah.
But if people are saying hoax, like Ron Paul was saying, oh, it's a hoax. But the
not a
point he
And
was
this
making,
dumbass got sick.
and he got sick. But the point, I think the point he was making that there's this going on while all this other stuff is
Yeah.
going on that you're now not paying attention to.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what he
I mean,
meant
what, like-
What
by it.
I think what he was trying to say is,
Misquoted.
hey, look, this shit is happening, but we got a lot of other shit that we're already not talking about.
Well, did you
5G,
see
5G,
what
5G.
CDC is being investigated on? They had 300,000 tests that were contaminated with some type of protein of a coronavirus that contaminated 300,000 tests and 180,000 tests here in the United States.
The test itself
The
already
test-
had it.
Yeah, and it ended up being contaminated.
You know, I had seen that that China was producing so many tests and giving them to countries, and they were only coming out like 20% effective.
Wow. You know this. What's crazy is, did you know that it would take years to actually develop a true test? And the only reason why the United States or any type of country will ever speak about testing is to create a false sense of security
Yeah.
within us. Because if you really think about it, even the most sophisticated test they could do today would go to a lab. It would take 5 days. And in those 5 days, it's not testing for COVID-19.
It's testing for
It's
everything
testing
else.
for antibodies that are foreign to that person. So you could have a coronavirus that was a respiratory infection from 2 years ago that still lives in you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to test you. They're like, yeah, you have COVID-19. And it's like, no. Did you know Italy released that 99% of the people that died of the COVID-19 had pre-existing conditions?
Yeah, I saw that.
So-
I saw that it was a lot of people that were sick in New York have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
to lock down our country, I mean, look at it. Right now, we're doing something rebellious. We're doing a podcast. Look
No,
at
we're not. This is pre-recorded.
6 feet. 6 feet,
6
motherfucker.
feet.
I
They're
got
actually 6
really
feet
long
apart.
arms.
Yes.
6 feet.
You know, and it's just it's amazing. I drove here. It took me 20 minutes to drive here. I'm like, what a different world.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
know.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You see like pictures of what's that mountain? Big mountain behind California. It's like some big mountain, but you can see it now
Earth.
because there isn't as much.
Yeah, all the
Smog and shit like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
all the smog and everything's
Yeah,
clearing
shit's
up.
clearing
The
up,
animals are
man.
coming out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We stopped like
Yeah.
operations.
Look at the water. I mean, I drive my bike a lot. And
Yeah, the water.
I'd have
man.
noticed the
Ooh.
water, especially like right there in the bay at Clearwater where I live. The water's even different.
Do you think we're gonna get red tide this year? Because
didn't.
like, think about this.
We didn't get it last year,
could-
did we?
No,
From all the
we got
sugar
it.
cane they
We've
got
got
in
it.
the water.
We got it.
We've
Yeah.
got it we've got it for like 2-3 years now.
Yeah,
That's
you're
because
right.
of that sugar cane company.
Yeah,
that
they fucked it up.
They fucked it all up, and they still continue to do it because, you know, I love Mars State, but you know, there's a lot of EPA issues and environmental issues that like, we live in such a beautiful state, and for us to harm it that way is kind of ludicrous, just for some profits. You know, I'll go without a ribeye steak if I have to, just to make sure that
Yeah.
you know people can go to an ocean and not have to worry about red tide or see fish smelling up the beaches.
That shit is crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a disgusting smell. If any one of you have not been to Florida to smell that,
stinks.
you can't even get the smell out of your nose.
I kind of like it.
You kinda, he likes sardines.
He likes that.
He's like familiar.
I was gonna
Uh,
say something, but it's too inappropriate.
Let me take us on the
Cap, no brim.
the road
Monkey
here.
cap.
We got a question.
Fitted no
Um,
brim.
What did you think about the new NBA YoungBoy album?
That's your guy.
I'm gonna let Lalo talk about this.
Yeah, that's you.
It was pretty good. At first, the intro, I didn't like it.
I make the
It
80s.
just made it. I don't know. I didn't feel it. It wasn't kind of. He was like on the phone call with somebody. I don't know.
That was annoying me.
It was
Definitely.
annoying. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like when songs and even that Drake and Future song when there's like talking going on in the song.
Yeah.
It just throws me off. I just want to hear the song itself.
Yeah.
You know, if there was 2 different versions, that would be great.
Yeah. But I was listening to it and I kind of liked it more than his last album that he had. The one I can't remember the name of it, but it had
He's
like
got so many. I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
yeah. But I like this one. It was pretty good. The songs were a little bit easier to like get through. I don't know. Better than the last album. I think he's supposed to do a lot like 75.
75K.
Yeah. It's pretty
Is that
good.
kind of low for him?
Not
I
for a
don't
first
know.
week.
First week, no, that's not that bad because he'll think
Mhm.
about it next week. He might do the same numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And the week after and the week after.
Yeah. I liked it more. I liked this album more like entirely than the Babies album.
Okay.
Yeah, the Babies album, it was kind of like repetitive. Like, you know, everybody's talking about like he's got the same flow or like the beats are interesting. Some of the songs are interesting, but it's just kind of hype. Like, you know, it's not like there's no substance. And
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I
Young
think
Boy-
I like the Baby's lyrics more than I do like Young Baby's lyrics.
Yeah, but his is more.
Young
He's
Boy.
more
I
like,
like Young Baby's hooks more though.
Young boy.
young NBA young boy.
Young Baby.
Young baby. Well, NBA
These
young boy.
names.
He's more like
I know, right?
It's sick.
I don't know. He's more like thought out and shit. Like he be talking about some shit sometimes, but he's
Yeah.
not like really about like punchlines. The Baby's more punchline like
yeah, for
hype.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
What happened to using your name?
Yeah. No, they can't do that, bro.
Tupac.
They got too many. They got too many cases.
J. Cole.
They don't want. They don't want you to know they're
Kendrick
legal.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Shit, even Kodak changed his name. His name is like fucking
Oh my God, what is his name?
It's
What is
like-
his name? I don't know
Bill.
his name.
Bill.
What?
His name. His name.
Yeah, it's Bill something.
Bill.
Well, you look at like 6ix9ine when his whole case was brought in, he wanted to be called Daniel Hernandez because it separated himself a little
Mhm.
Yeah.
bit just to help him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so this gives me this next question. Who do you got for best album of this week? NBA YoungBoy or Lil Baby?
Don't you
This
know,
this week NBA.
Yeah, he's got him.
Yeah.
I like Lil Baby's album. I did listen to it.
No,
And
the baby.
No, this is Lil Baby.
Oh,
Talking
little
about
baby.
Lil
Yeah.
Baby.
Lil Baby,
Lil Baby was
you know what I'm
2
saying?
weeks ago now.
Don't you forget.
No, it's been longer.
Dog, the
The baby.
I
How's-
caught that of nowhere.
Yeah, the baby dropped last week.
Oh,
Little
gotcha.
baby.
Maybe they just said the wrong thing.
Little baby, I think had his like deluxe album coming out.
I can't fucks with the
Uh,
deluxe.
Everybody's doing that shit now.
Yeah.
They're putting out a deluxe
It's a
version of
finesse.
their album,
It's a finesse. Let's
so
call it
you
what
can
it is.
re-download their album.
Let's call it what it is.
You
It's
know?
a finesse.
Yeah. Like Little Uzi did it,
Finesse.
and he's just finessing it. Like
Yeah.
say he dropped one fucking album, and then the next week he's like, oh, I got the deluxe version, and it was really just a whole nother fucking album.
Yeah.
That you
But
had to
I
download.
like it's got to be better. Like, I didn't really like the deluxe album from Lil Uzi Vert. I like the original better.
Nah, but that
And
shit
the
was
more I
hard.
listen to it, I'm like, oh, this shit's really hard.
That
This
shit
is
was
good.
really hard.
But that's a significant difference. Like some of these
Yeah.
people are putting deluxe albums out, and it's like 2 more songs,
3 more
And you're like,
songs.
come on, that's nothing.
Or like Young Thug did it, but his was pretty good. His had a couple of songs that were extra, and they were pretty good. He came out with So Much Fun, and it was like all red,
Yeah,
and that
Yeah.
shit was hard. Yeah.
Bro, it's all throwaways.
Oh my god, did you see
You
that?
thought so?
I mean,
Which
when
one?
you make
From
a
Young Thug,
No, from
or just
just deluxe. Like it's just all throwaways, things that didn't make the original. And then they were like, you know what? We could still make money off of this. Deluxe.
Bro, did you see how
What?
Young Thug and French Montana were like fighting and shit?
really fighting?
Well,
Like,
not
really
in,
fun.
no.
In today's
Well, like
world.
in
Like on the
DMs
internet.
and shit like
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
Young
Fighting.
Thug like messaged him. He's like,
He
I'm with
Instagrammed
whatever.
me.
Like you say it, we'll get with
Twitter
it.
fingers.
Yeah.
He,
The Twitter
he
thing.
Twitter fingered
I
me.
mean, I believe Young
Twitter
Thug.
thing.
Like Young Thug really came from nothing. I feel like he's really with the mud. Like
Yeah.
he'll really do
Hold
something.
on.
Some people are, man.
Yeah, but so is French Montana. He's been doing that shit. He's been
The Coke
fucking
Boys and shit
selling
like that?
DVDs
30
and
years or some
mixtapes.
shit like that.
That's that
Bro,
real
I
hustle.
saw the comparison. I think it was Academics that posted like a real comparison
Kendrick and
of
French.
Kendrick versus French, and it was kind of close. Like the numbers.
Yeah, but well,
Like
But
I
you
think,
look at like how long have they been out?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so for French's hits, because
yeah,
I know the list you're talking about.
yeah.
For French's hits, they're all pretty new too, right? Are
Not-
they throwing his older songs in there as well?
No, it's all.
Because Kendrick Lamar hasn't been around that long. In the
Yeah, they
grand
have
scheme
like
of
all
things.
their songs, like all their like hits and like
through all the decades.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
I just think Kendrick Lamar did it quicker.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick. Everybody
And
just
better.
says obviously Kendrick's like
No one had his sound.
yeah. Kendrick's like
That's what it is.
up here already. Like French is like
Who said
more
what-
like
what-
hits.
What's your favorite lyric from
French.
French? And what was it? Fucking. What did he used to say a lot? He used to say something. It was like a phrase he always had.
Huh?
Ah,
No, it was something else. But
I don't know.
That's anyway.
But I mean,
Yankee fitted no brand.
I mean, French. Yeah, French kind of has the sound of like the Dipset guys and all that. He's
Oh,
not
I
really
used to
like, too
love
different from
Dipset. I used to love Dipset.
I just saw him. He was doing a song with what's his name? Jim Jones.
Oh my god, man, those were the guys. Seriously, you remember Joel Santana?
Joel
Ike,
Santana.
where do you see my Ike?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Where
remember
do you
that
see
shit.
my Ike?
Oh my god.
Gotta have those
I
little
can
quirky
remember.
sounds.
Drop a bomb.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's do this last question real here, and then I'm ready to get out of here. The Bucks. All right, we already talked about it a little bit. This person said, "I know you're in Tampa. Do you think the Bucks will win the Super Bowl
Of
in
course.
their hometown?"
Hometown.
Let's
Oh,
just,
shit,
Let's just
the
go around
Sup-
the table. Lalo,
the Super
yes,
Bowl?
no.
Fuck yeah.
Raul,
Tampa Brady.
Without
Joe?
question.
it's happening.
Sorry, man. Come to Florida.
Bro.
It's Brady Nation.
We're all getting Brady and fucking
It's
Gronk
Tampa
jerseys.
Bay, baby. Tampa Bay.
Bro, I'm probably never see the Raymond James sold out like this
I want to be
before.
honest with you.
Right.
I love the XFL. I wish that they didn't
Do
have
you?
to file bankruptcy. I went to a game.
It's over.
I went to a game, and let me
It's
tell
over.
you, I had a better time going to that game than I did an NFL game.
Really?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Until this year.
Why is that? Until this year, right?
It's all over. Vince McMahon said 2 times I get fucked, I'm out. This is a sign from God. But
Yeah.
It's over.
one thing I will say, I had amazing seats, amazing pricing, and the content was live. It was like I was actually watching a sport rather than set hike 4
Yeah.
years later. Set hike, it was actually fast paced. It kept going on. And,
It was like a real live event.
yeah, live football. Yeah, they weren't the best. Some of them could have catch a football to save
I was
their
gonna say they're not
lives.
that good though. Like that's the
They're
big
good,
difference.
but
They're good.
not
They're better than you or
amazing.
me,
Yeah.
but they're not like. There's a reason they're not in the NFL. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but they haven't been playing
Look
together.
at that guy who was a backup for Indiana. I think his name was PJ something. PJ
Yeah.
Miles. He played for the Texas, and he was unbelievable.
Oh, the rough. Was it the
The
rough?
quarterback, dude, and he actually got to
Woo.
show who he is now. NFL or all over.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people got signed after that.
Yeah, so you know it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I enjoy the XFL.
Tampa Brady.
Tampa Bay.
Gronk Bay.
Gronk Bay.
Tampa Bay and Gronk Bay. I love it. And you know what
Jeez.
a time to be alive.
Bobbleheads. Mix One
Jesus.
Essentials. Get them now.
Get 'em now. Wait. We don't have those. Hold on.
Jerseys.
Hold on. We don't have those yet either.
Not yet.
soon.
Don't sue us.
All right, I'm ready to get out of here. Joe,
Yes.
tell me what's gonna be going on. You're gonna be starting a podcast. Do you have a
Yes.
name for it? If someone watches this in a month from now and you're up and running, where do they go?
So, you know what it's going to be called? It's called First Times. You know, it's going to be a lot of content of me doing things for the first time. Something kind of like we always wanted to do. You know, we always make excuses not to go and do what we've always wanted to do. So, you know, things like picking up a guitar or doing stand-up comedy or going to a state park and doing a 40, 50-mile bike ride, going through the woods, you know,
Mm-hmm.
camping out, stuff like that, and just feeling life, taking out sound bites from that, but transforming the way we think. There's a little fire that burns in each one of us. It's that little cylinder and, you know, that little voice in your head that
Yeah.
tells you, you know, that gut feeling and you should go with it, but we don't go with it because we make excuses. That I just want to transform the way we think, the way we love one another, because in reality, you know, everyone hears, oh, we're all one, you know, everything is a whole. There's more to it than that, but in in simplicity form, it is all one. So when I view you guys, I have a choice. I can view you guys with 100% trust and 100% willingness to understand your guys' point of view, or I could be egocentric and hate the way what you guys have to say and the way what you guys have to do. And it's all perspective of just being open-minded. You know, before coming down to this show, I did not think of one time what I was going to say or how I was going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when you taint everything. So my show is going to, it's actually me and my friend Zach's show, is going to be about that. Obviously, we're going to talk about real current events, but it's going to be an unbiased news central for yourself to question everything around you to better yourself. That's all it's going to be. And, you know, the first time sound bites that I go to put into the show are just to show you content of what it is to just enjoy life. It's so beautiful. Every single
Right on.
moment, even when you have to go and clean the cat litter, there's beauty behind it. I'm going to have a clean house. It's not going to smell like cat piss.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You
Okay.
know?
Okay. You brought that back for me. I was like, no, there's not.
I'm just showing you there's beauty in everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man. So we'll be looking forward to that when you guys get up and running and your buddy's over here. Zach, you said his name?
Yes.
When
yeah,
Zach's over
Zach
here, we'll
Clark.
have you both on and
I would
we can,
love that.
you know, get to talking more about
Yeah,
it.
get us both on here, and then, you know, you guys have the studio. Obviously, you know, it's kind of like, it's amazing here. Like, it makes me feel like, wow, I'm starting this little table in my back porch, you know, maybe have a camera. I can't go live. I don't even know what the hell you guys are doing, but it's incredible. You know, I applaud you. Seriously. Man, I'm learning, you know. You guys are a great group of guys. And you got a great
Mix
show
One
going on.
Essentials.
Yes, let's go.
All right. Thank you guys, man. We're gonna go play some fucking 2K and Madden real quick. Let's go.
Gronk.
Go Bucks. All right. Fuck the Patriots.
Oh, you said it on live.
Mix One
Forever.
Essentials, as always, you can go to Apple Music, Spotify, go straight to the website, mixoneessentials.com. You can listen to all the playlists, catch us on YouTube live all the time, and watch our interviews, watch our MOETalks, all that shit. We got some merch. We got a few masks left, not a lot.
Jersey's coming soon.
Jerseys coming soon.
Let's go.
We're going to try
Copyright
to
Don't
pending.
sue us.
get some red jerseys.
Red.
And black.
It might
maybe.
just say Tom on it. I mean,
Might
Brady.
just say.
I mean, I didn't mean that. I meant Tampa Bay.
This
Yeah,
man's gonna
no,
be sleeping
maybe not
tonight.
that.
And he's gonna wake up at 5 in the morning and go, Tom Brady. Just dreaming.
Mixed One Essentials. We are out of here.
Touchdown.
Good night.
Touchdown.
Thanks for tuning in.